Morning everybody, it's 8 AM, sun is just coming up. Welcome to another session. As you can see behind me, you could probably recognise that I'm not on the Avon. Once again come down to the wonderful River Wye. I have to say, last time we came here, did rather fall in love with it. So I couldn't resist coming back. It's a real last minute decision, only booked yesterday evening. I've booked onto this stretch, again it's under the Wye Foundation. And here on my own today, got the stretch myself, no one else has booked on, so we've got I think about 700 or 800 yards of bank to go at. The river looks absolutely beautiful. I can see maybe 18 inches into it. I say it's a last minute decision as well because a couple of days ago we had a big heavy drop of rain. It's fairly warm as well with the rain, and it's just got the river just coming up, and I thought I need to go. So that's the idea, or why I've come. And I think on the agenda today, chub and barbel really. I'm going to do some barbel fishing as I did last time, but I've also bought some trotting gear as well, knowing that the river was at reasonably low level, although as I say it is rising a bit, and I quite like to do a bit of trotting as well. So trotting and a bit of feeder fishing for today. Can't wait to get started, to be honest. I say it's about 8 o'clock, sun's just come up, and fingers crossed we can have a few fish. I think first things first, I'm going to have a walk up the stretch, suss the place out, and then drop a little bit of bait in a few swims and see where we go from there. So guys, I've walked this stretch top to bottom, and what we've basically got is shallower, faster water upstream, and then downstream it's slower water, and the very lower end of the stretch, it almost stops the water. There's like a pool behind some trees. So I've baited a few swims, perhaps half a dozen, 6 or 7 swims. I'm going to fish them in rotation, I think, with the feeder first off. I'm going to stay mobile, one rod, just my bag, landing net, unhooking mat, and we'll have a wander about, perhaps do half an hour in each swim, see if we can pick up some fish that way. That'll kill maybe 3 or 4 hours, so it's probably about 9 o'clock now, I should think. That'll be lunchtime, and then we'll take stock, I think, at lunchtime, see what we're going to do then, how we're getting on. Lovely weather, it's very overcast, there's quite low light levels, which is good. We may get a bit of rain, which not a great problem, is it? Got my waterproofs, got my waders on, as you can see. Don't think I'll be doing any wading looking at the water here. Looks very deep in the edge, but it's still going to keep me dry because it's been raining in the night as well. So, enough talking, enough baiting up. I think it's time to get this gear out of here. As I say, minimal gear, and we'll start at the top of the stretch and work our way down. So guys, the anticipation, first swim of the day. Can't wait to get cast in. So, gear is, as I'm sure you'll imagine if you've seen my previous videos, my John Wilson Rovex Barbel quivers. It's at 11 foot. I was aware that the fishing really will be this near side, and there were sort of overhead trees and stuff, so I left them at 11 foot. I do like them at 11 foot, I do prefer them at 11 foot, but you can put the dolly piece in the fish. Them at 13. If we do get a trot in, my trotting rod is actually set at 13 foot, and it's a Barbel quiver again, just for the extra control over the float. So as you can probably see, some of these swims are a little bit overgrown, and some of them you can see clearly get a lot of use. So this particular one is fairly overgrown, but does look nice. As you can see, there's a current is sort of a third the way across. It's a bit slacker in the edge. Bit of a reach down here to the water, that's not a problem. Bait wise and tactics, as I say, I'm going to go on a feeder. I'm going to use the lightest feeder I can get away with. It's looking at the flow, I think probably a 2 ounce would do, to be honest, for now. Hopefully that'll hold bottom without too much trouble. I'm going to use these Guru gripper feeders. It's 2 ounce. I've got a Corum large running rig setup on here, just low resistance run ring. Just clip the feeder on. Hook link wise, I've got 2 lots of hook links with me. As you know, I tie them up at home. I've got some coated braid ones, and I've also got some birds over there. I've got some fluorocarbon ones as well, so we'll see which is best. I'm going to start on a coated braid hook link here, but we can always change. And I think I'm going to start off on pellets. I've got various pellets, boilies, and meat, luncheon meat to use today. Not sure exactly what we're going to do best on, so be a bit suck it and see really, but as and when we catch, I'll let you know what we catch it on. Oh, second cast we're in. This is properly pulling. What a scrap. Got him. A bit further down to the water than I realised. And as you've heard countless people say on YouTube, leave them in the water, give them a rest. I need one for sure. It's a proper one, that is. Fantastic. Oh, not long after I chucked out the second cast, I've got one in the bag already. Brilliant. As I say, it's a decent one as well. Well guys, how's about that? First bite of the day. Can't moan at that, can you? Cracker. Wonderful stuff. It's got a right belly on him as well. It's that time of year, isn't it? October. Fab. Right. I'm not going to keep him out of the water. Let's get him back. Oh, here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Oh, there's a tree down below me. I don't want him getting in the roots. Oh, my line is singing. Oh. Oh. We've got a modicum of control. One glimpse of the net, he was off. Made a bit of a pig's ear in the netting, but we've got him. Well guys, how's about that? Fantastic, and what a scrap too. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Lovely job. Right, let's get him back in the water. So I think I'll give it another 10-15 minutes in here. It's a bit of a tricky swim to fish. A bit precarious down here, tricky to get down, which is clearly why it's not fished very much. I've lost one feeder already, it's a bit snaggy. But there's clearly some fish here. Tricky netting as well, being quite high up off the water, which is awkward, as we saw with that last fish. So guys, just a brief update. It's about 3:15 now, which means I've got about 3.5-4 hours left tops. Curfew is 7 o'clock here tonight. So what I've done is I've fished a few swims in the lower stretch. Not much doing, lots of taps of smaller fish and stuff. The wind's picked up and keeps blowing showers over as well. Decided that I'm not going to do any trotting. Sort of time's getting a bit short now. I like to, and I'm really enjoying doing this ledgering, so I'm going to save trotting for another day. So what I've done is walk back to the top of the stretch. I'm going to work my way back down again and spend a little bit more time in the swims where I've caught, for obvious reasons. Perhaps another hour or hour and a half in the two swims we've caught in. There's another one I could possibly try as well, although Mr. Excavator over there is dead opposite it and he's making a right racket, so I may get in there if he goes, or I may not. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on as I have been with the feeder rod. As I say, two swims that we've caught in already. Got my coat, got my woolly hat now because it's gone, the wind's gone proper bitey cold, and hopefully it doesn't put the fishing off anyway. So enough talking, let's get this rod back in the water. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can't do a lot with this at the moment. Got him. Well, we've had to wait, but we've got one. Well guys, how's about that? It's another proper one. Fantastic strap again. Absolute beaut. Wonderful colours too. Absolutely fantastic. What a day. Brilliant. So guys, that's that barbel safely returned. I think what I'm going to do is get some bait in here and actually move on now. I think it may be good to get in here as it starts to get dark. I think it's about 4:15 now, something like that. So it may be a good idea to get in here maybe an hour's time. So would like to fish the other swim where we caught barbel earlier on. So I'm going to get in there, get a bit of bait in there, in here, even get up there, have perhaps maybe an hour up there, and then we'll come back in here for dark. I think that's probably going to be the best plan. Well guys, aside from a few chubby pulls and one decent clang that I struck and missed, not a lot going on in this swim. So with the sun just going down over the horizon over there, I think it's time to move back up to the swim where we've had those two fish from. I think I'll be daft not to be honest. Right, let's get moved. Well guys, that's it. Just about 7 o'clock. Time to go home. But I've had a wonderful day. I'm tired. I'm smelly. I'm dirty. But I'm happy. And I shall drive all the way home with a big smile on my face. So if you're thinking about coming down to the Wild, I would highly recommend it. I would highly recommend it. Wonderful place. And, you know, it's just a cost of a day ticket and booked through the Wyannusk Foundation. I would highly recommend it, as I say. Bring lots of gear with you because it's a bit of a tackle graveyard. There's plenty of snags and boulders and stuff. But I haven't lost too much gear today, just one swim feeder and a couple of hook links, so that's not too bad. Now, obviously with my situation I touched on at home, I touched on in the last video, I'm going to struggle to get out this week. But I shall endeavour to get out towards the end of the week, next week we're talking. But until then, tight lines, enjoy your own angling, stay safe, and I'll see you again in the next video.